a chop saw. Okay, they don't tell you what tools, so I'm going to figure that out. Pause the video, and once I get the necessary tools, I'll run those down for you. Okay, so the tools you're going to need are 6mm Allen wrench, 5mm Allen wrench, 17mm ratchet or wrench, and a 10mm ratchet or wrench. Alright, step one, they want you to put the mounting brackets on the main assembly arm. It shows this little support section pointing out on both sides, and it says don't tighten them down because they have to be loose enough to adjust for your particular angle grinder. It's universal. It's designed to fit all the different ones. And repeat the process for the other bottom part there. I'm using the 6mm. And that is step one. And step two is actually mounting it to the base. I'm probably going to have to go get a right angle square to ensure this is square with the table. So that's probably one more additional thing. Okay, and these two use the number 5, but I'm going to go get the square and make sure everything is adjusted properly before we go any further. Okay, I got my square to make sure we're at a good angle here. So I'll tighten it down with the number 5. Pretty tight on this back one here, but you can get in there. Alright, that's tight to the thing here. Okay, so the next section, only thing left to assemble that isn't the angle grinder itself is the little shield here. It's kind of hard to tell from the pictures, but it looks like it has it something like in that angle there. And this guy slides out. And I'm assuming you tighten this down once you get your angle grinder mounted. All these other bolts, according to the instructions, are for mounting the different types of angle grinders that you may want to put on the system. So I'll get my angle grinder set up and walk through that setup. The only other piece here is a little arm. Now this is plastic, so I wouldn't crank that down, but basically that's what you're going to use to bring it down. It's got pretty good spring tension. So I'll get my angle grinder in. Okay, I had it mounted up, and I found out why these are adjustable. This thing slides left and right. Because when I had the angle grinder in there, it didn't meet up with the slot. It was over here. So I'm going to have to adjust this fence so it doesn't obviously cut through the base. Alright, so I moved this over, so now the disc will go in this area here, as it should. To mount your angle grinder, they come with 3 different sizes. Mine was the 14 millimeter. You just tighten that down in each of the handle holes, and then once those are done, you take your 6 millimeter Allen and tighten that down. Then these 2 little things here add pressure to keep it level, and if you're concerned with real precise measurements, you may have to line up the level here, but other than that, it keeps good spring tension. However, I think for this application, I will be buying a different angle grinder, one that I can just keep mounted on here at all times for cutting, because it does take a little bit to get everything adjusted just right. Other than that, fit and finish is real good. It does have a cable clamp here to hold your cable from squirreling around. And as you can see, it doesn't stay on very good. I put it on and then I bent it, taking the cord back out. So it's pretty flimsy, that little cable clamp. But as you can see, this thing adjusts 45 degrees. So you can do your miters. However, you are going to be limited to the size you can do. Looks like that gap's about 1.75 inches or 1.5 inches. So if you have 2-inch tubing or anything that's 2 inches, anything above 1.5 inches, not going to be using it to cut with this thing. But for the smaller stock, which this is designed for, I think it'll be fine. It does come with holes for mounting, one here at the front and one at the back. So, you know, for 26 bucks plus shipping, so basically $36.51 to get to your doorstep. It's a nice little setup to have if you just got a lot of little jobs where you got to chop stuff off. Like I said, bigger stock's not going to work in here. you're just doing straight cuts, looks like you got 2 3/4. So 45s, 1.5 inches straight will be about 2 3/4. You'll be able to do that. So that's the unboxing, basic setup, and a little bit of a walk around of the clutch angle grinder stand.